Hey, what's going on my social media folks out there? Back to do another video on the KT Hoops channel. As you can see, the NBA season has officially started to begin with some of these hot trades, hot rumors of trades, and the approaching NBA draft, which is tomorrow. I'm going to really focus on the NBA draft on this video, talking about the top 3 players that are at the top of everybody's draft list. And I'm going to give you one bonus player that I actually think will be really good and impactful eventually in his NBA career. We're going to start out, of course, with these top 3 players that are at everybody's draft list. We're going to start out, of course, and who I think is going to go number 1, and that's the next Ball brother in line, and that's LaMelo. I've been watching LaMelo, and I'm sure many of you have watched LaMelo since he was in 8th, 9th grade when him and his brothers were starring at Chino Hills High. And then his journey that took him overseas once he left high school to where he is now. LaMelo has grown. I mean, in 4 years, he went from 5'9", 5'8", 5'9", to 6'8", 6'9", with a 7-foot wingspan. But his skill level is undoubtedly at the top of the list. LaMelo is a expert ball handler. He is a gifted shooter. And he can really run a team. His basketball IQ is really good. The thing about LaMelo is the off-the-court drama. Will the off-the-court drama affect his play as it has, I've seen, with his brother? I think a lot of the pressure of the off-the-court has affected his brother. And him and his brother are really opposite guys. LaMelo is more of a polished offensive product already compared to his brother. His brother is more of a defensive run the team polished product. But I think LaMelo offensively is really gifted, and I think that him and Minnesota, if they decide to keep Big Cat, I think they could be something together. If Cat decides that he wants to get his head on straight, and if LaMelo can eventually develop to what I think he can develop in. But LaMelo's off-the-court issues are more what I'm worried about coming into the draft. But I think his talent warrants him to be the number 1 pick overall. And I think LaMelo would be really good in today's NBA because, you know, today's NBA really pushes the scoring point guard. And that's what LaMelo is. He's a scoring guard. He's that combo guy. He can, step out and hit that 3, but he also can get to the rack with his size and length and finish at the rim. Now, he's got to get NBA strong because he's only, I believe, 18, if not 19 years old. And getting NBA strong is different than playing, of course, high school, college, or even him going to play overseas. But I think the overseas will help him recognize that he's going to, of course, have to get stronger going to the league. And, of course, the league is quicker. And so he's going to have to learn how to adjust his game. And I think his offensive game will adjust quicker than on the defensive end because, a lot of young guys, especially now, they're really not pushed defensively as they were back in the day. But I think LaMelo is warranted of the number 1 pick. And I think he'd be good for Minnesota and going there and in that rebuild mode. And, if they keep Cat, him and Cat can be a good 1-2 punch. So the next guy we're going to move on to is James Wiseman. And Golden State is holding that 2nd pick. And I think James Wiseman, as far as his talent level, I did see him play last year at Memphis. He only played 2 or 3 games before he was suspended for the year. But James Wiseman is another one of those guys that are that new mode of big man. You know, he can step out, handle the rock, shoot that 15 to 18 footer. You know, I think he'll eventually stretch that range to the 3-point line, especially in today's league. But is he what Golden State wants long term? You know, does he match up with their timetable? So I don't know if James Wiseman is going to stick around in Golden State, but if they decide to use him, you know, how will he fit with Steph, Clay, and Draymond? Because, of course, they're in win mood now. They know they have to return back to their dominance that they've had the last couple of years. And does James Wiseman fit that timetable? You know, of course, he can step right in and possibly start right now. But is Golden State looking for that grooming factor, or are they going to look to move him for a more veteran presence? Now, like I said, as far as talent level, he's 6'9", 6'10", you know, that long, lanky guy that they're looking for now, between that range of 6'5" to 6'10". He can step out and shoot. He can actually handle the rock. I've seen him a little bit in the post. So the kid has a really good all-around game. But as I said, is he going to fit that Golden State timetable? So we'll see. On draft day, will Golden State make that move, or will they continue to hold on to that pick? And I still think that pick will be James Wiseman. But, you know, his talent level speaks for itself. But does he match up with the Golden State timetable? So James Wiseman, I think, will go second to Golden State. And I believe that if I have to say it, I think Golden State will be looking to move him. And we'll see where he lands, because Golden State, like I said, their timetable is win now, and let's get some veterans in there to really push their timetable. The next guy in line is for me, and I actually did see this kid a lot, and I think he's the most NBA ready out of these three guys that that I'm going to talk about. And that's Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is that, you know, another prototypical 6'5" to 6'10" guy. He's about 6'7", but he's NBA ready, like body-wise, skill-wise. I watched him at Georgia last year, and this dude he puts up numbers. He reminds me a lot, not quite a good a ball handler as James Harden, but as far as his skill level off the dribble, he definitely has that part of his game. And his shooting is impeccable. He can get to the rack. He can shoot the three. Anthony Edwards is that guy that I think is the most NBA ready. And he can really, you know, get to the rack. He can shoot the ball. Defensively, like I said, you know, these young guys usually struggle coming into the league, but his body's already NBA ready, and I think he's going to be the most impactful out of all the rookies this year. In fact, I'm picking him to win Rookie of the Year because he's so NBA ready. In fact, if there was no 1 year rule, this guy would have been in the league last year, and I think he would have put up double figures. In fact, he may have been the number one pick last year if he could have came out. So Anthony Edwards, I think, is the guy that is going to be the most impactful for any team that he joins, because, you know, he could be also moved. That pick can be moved. I'm hearing Detroit's trying to move up in the draft. So those top three picks can be interchangeable and moved at any time. But any team that gets Anthony Edwards, he's going to be a direct impact player on that team. And my sleeper guy is a guy that I watched at Dayton last year, and that's Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin's another NBA ready guy. You know, he's 6'9". He can step out, shoot the rock, handle the rock. He reminds me a lot of a Sean Marion type, but he's a better shooter. that pogo stick. He could get out on the break. He can handle the ball, but he's a way better shooter than Sean Marion. And he's actually my sleeper guy. He's going to go in the lottery, but he's my sleeper guy for as far as impact right away. He's one of those guys that stayed in college a little longer. And so his game is a lot more polished. He's going to come into the league a lot more mature than some of these younger guys that are coming in. So Obi Toppin is my guy that's going to be ready for the season right off tip, because he's got the experience, he's got the size, he's got the skill level. Go watch some of his highlights at Dayton. I watched him in the Maui Classic last year. And Obi Toppin is one of those guys that I think is going to be another direct impact player. So watch out for that guy as my sleeper. I think Anthony Edwards will win Rookie of the Year. Try that again. That's a tongue twister. But watch Anthony Edwards. I think he will win the Rookie of the Year. But Obi Toppin wouldn't surprise me as, coming out as being that guy that can surprise some people in the league. But that's just my quick take on the draft. It's a top-heavy draft, but I've been hearing a lot of guys saying that you may be able to find talent deep into the draft. College basketball is a lot different now as far as the star power. You don't get a lot of guys staying around for a long time, so it's hard to really follow these guys, because a lot of them are just going to be like filler players, role players. Most of the drafts are top heavy now, so we'll see how a lot of these players develop. Let me know what you think. Hit me up in the comment section. Who is your top 3 or top 5 or top 10 pick? And let me know what you think, who's going to be the first pick in the draft. And let me know what you think about their impact. Just, here to give my commentary and drop that knowledge of the game on you. All right, everybody, go or have a good day. And we'll see you on the next video on the KT Hoops channel. Peace, fellas and ladies.